Alright guys, so we're taking a look at Star Traders Frontiers. We got a pretty good look at this yesterday, and thank you to the devs for stopping by. Really nice of you guys. I'm going to start an entirely new captain. And I'm kind of thinking like maybe a nomad would be a decent idea, but maybe we can start a brand new template. Not so sure I want to do that, but let's try it out. So our experience is a level 6 pirate. I don't know if I want that. Let's make ourselves a merchant. I think that's actually what I really want. Or maybe even a zealot, but maybe we can later focus on that. So we'll be a merchant for now. The ship selected here. Let's see what we want to take. Frontier liner seems pretty great. So does the Galactic Interceptor. Fidelis Cutter. So let's go with the Fidelis Cutter here. It's a very heavy ship. Popular with pirates and smugglers. No, that's not what we want, guys. Frontier liner here. Star Trader's Hull. This is what we want. So I think this will be a pretty good setup for a starting ship. And as for our contacts, merchant. Now, of course, guys, in this game, you can set up the game however you want. I mean, you can be any kind of person you really want. I think we can spend a little more on contacts. Yeah, let's do Spice Trader. So maybe if we want to go into the black market, that might not be such a bad idea. And the Prince. I actually... Well, wait a minute. Maybe just a politician. Although having the Prince on our side is never a bad idea. Starport Mechanic would also be pretty useful. Let's go ahead and take the Prince. So attributes. Interesting. Alright. So this is the measure of all of our attributes. How you doing, Alex? Good to see you, Tank. I think I'm going to go for Wisdom. Let's increase that a little bit. We have 1 of 28. Strength. Let's increase Wisdom to 12. Charisma will increase to 11 here. Resilience, we want to increase that to 12. Quickness, I don't really care as much about quickness. Although it does matter in crew combat. And again, I'm going to put the rest into Wisdom and Charisma. So let's do that. Oh wait, we took a few too many attributes. Save. And we'll save that template. So that's template 4. And again, you can make your own. That's kind of what we wanted to do here. Let's launch. So, okay. So I'm going to change my faction. There's all sorts of different factions we could set up with. Each of them have sort of a different, like, political type. This one, for instance, is a dictatorship. I know that. Sorry, the Devalto Syndicate is a dictatorship. I'm not sure about Syndicate Rychart or the Kadar Syndicate or any of these. But really, I want to take something that's going to give me a bonus in terms of an economy. Or in terms of just general trade. So this clan looks pretty good. Consummate traders to their core. Maklamu's trade network spans the quadrants from core to frontier. Their shipping fleets, expert negotiators, and merchants support much of faction trade. Let's go with them. So we're going to go with this clan. And as for the face, this guy looks pretty strange. Again, we're merchants, so I'm going for a somewhat kind face. Here we go, just an old merchant out to do business with people. Oh, that's pretty good. He hasn't really gotten with the times, so he's still wearing like really old-fashioned stuff. Let's actually set him up with this and change the look here. This guy kind of looks like Han Solo a bit. I like this one. So we'll take this as a merchant, and he's called Captain Visa. Yeah, Captain Visa, and I'm not actually getting sponsored for that. We could change his name at any time. Thank you for following us, Azref. Good to see you, mate. Let's launch. Now, if you guys would like me to read through the entire story, do let me know, and I'll try to do it. But for the most part, I'll just let you guys kind of deal with it yourselves. 1 year ago, I became a Star Trader captain. Step forward, Captain Visa. We could skip all as well, but since a lot of people haven't actually seen this, I'm going to let it play out. Join a syndicalist syndicate, says Alex. I don't think there are any syndicalist syndicates. I think the farthest left politics go here is just a democracy. Because there are monarchies, dictatorships, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, little Alex Georgievsky. All right, guys, so this begins. And, of course, right away, we actually can go ahead and consult with our officers. This is definitely an important part of the game, although I don't really do it much. And what we have to do is actually navigate to the Arbiter's location. I'm going to head straight there. Usually I would actually stop at this planet and complete a few tasks. But since this is kind of the main mission, I want to go ahead and complete it. So as you can see here, got some tactic success with our crew. We want to get more and more crew as we go along. But for now, let's just stay here in Dragon Rim and try and keep people happy, especially the nobility. Okay, let's land. So this is the Arbiter. As you guys can imagine, the Arbiters have a tremendous amount of power, but they're not necessarily trustworthy. Again, would you necessarily be trustworthy if you were much stronger, much smarter than any human out there? Probably not. So we're taking a risk here. But you know what? We're not exactly smugglers, we're merchants. But I think if the money's right, I'm sure we could cut a deal. When you work with an Arbiter, you won't need to make negotiations. I only need passage across the quadrant. You won't find a better price for such easy work. Hey, Original Ezref, he says, what genre is this? I guess you could call this, it's hard to pick a genre, sort of like, there's some 4X elements. I would say it's like a mix of CK2, Stellaris, and Mountain Blade, and probably a lot of other games. It's really kind of its own thing, I have to say. All right, let's talk the specifics of the mission. I just want to get my 10,000 credits. Yeah, we'll accept. So now, of course, we have to head to Callaghan's world, but not before we refuel our beautiful craft, repair, and actually heal a few crew members here. At that point, we can also even take a look at the cargo here, the cargo exchange, and possibly buy some of this scrap and sell it elsewhere. But I think we're going to wait for now. I'm not really that crazy about doing anything. Notice your officers and crew giving me sideways looks since I settled in here. Well, of course, you are Zendu, but I would have never known. Are there any Zendu left? There are 3 remaining Zendu sects, so there's still quite a lot. The Arbiters, I guess, are sort of the servants of the law. The Augurs are the great courts, so sort of the judges, and the Templar Knights, the brunt of the troubles of our people. I guess this game's version of Space Marines would be the closest thing we could get to them. Almost reminds me of a 2D Freelancer, says Original. I don't even know what a Freelancer game is, but it's fun, man. I'm going to ensure that Shellan law is followed to the letter. I thought you said you and Callaghan were longtime friends. Do not get the wrong idea, Captain. I'm not going to Callaghan's court to trade in favors. My sole responsibility is to enforce the law of our prophet Shalun as documented in the Accords. May the flag watch over his grave. Wow, pretty crazy, so we'll skip all that. All right, let's get to where she needs to go. I could actually patrol here. Try and make a little bit of extra money. I might try. Nice, guys. We actually scavenged a wreck, and we were able to repair one of our ship's components by 25%, even though we didn't have anything broken, so not exactly the greatest situation there. Alright, let's head to the waypoint. And we will drop here on the Adoro Zone. Looks like they rolled out the red carpet for you, Arbiter. I think that is for Callaghan, but it has the effect. And this is Callaghan Fane. This is the Prince. And it's kind of why I wanted to get some respect with the Prince right away. Because he can actually allow us to sell a lot of things that we otherwise wouldn't be able to unless we were black market dealers. So look at that, 120 XP across the crew, and we've gained reputation with the Maklamunu clan. There's no way I'm properly pronouncing that, but I'm trying. Hey, Kandra. Kind of like space strategy, that's one way of putting it. Many welcomes, Star Trader. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Zeta Fane, the Prince's sister. Alright, so, we're just going to skip this. But essentially, He has been accused of false crimes, but we will start reading those because those are quite important. This is just the initial part, and I've already kind of seen everything, so I'm not even looking at it. Okay, let's go for the trading permits first of all. I want to purchase some trading permits, so let's get the Spice Trader permit. So we're now a free trader. We might be able to actually make a little bit of money selling things, but what I like to do initially is just start with the court missions to basically get the king happy with us. Now, he wants us to, let's take a look here. We're headed out to pick up a transport case from a friendly clan. Welcome any world and return it safely to Prince Callaghan Fane. Okay, we're going to accept it, but it's actually 2 jumps away, which is pretty damn far. Looks like our officers want to discuss the mission, but I'm not interested in discussion. Oh, what the heck. We have to take a look at our crew manifest anyway to increase the sort of the job skill level here of these guys. Let's train their talents. So I love the Unrivaled patch, and this guy has that skill. Very, very valuable. Kanth Mothnin. By the way, guys, we can change the name of these characters. So if anybody wants to be in the game, we could probably make that happen. And of course, Rand Lariat. So right now, he seems to be a decent doctor. Let's increase that skill and train his talent here. For field surgery. And now for Captain Visa. Sorry, we got to change that guy's name. We're going to change his name to Captain Agrippa. I also want to train other stuff, though. I don't just want to train Merchant, so in a second here, we might consider doing something else. There's all sorts of stuff we could do. We could move into soldiering. I'm going to train a little bit in soldiering, believe it or not. So sort of a merchant soldier. It's a weird mix, but I think it works. Get the burst fire skill. Automatically pass a failed negotiate test in any situation. Oh my gosh. We're going to take that. And cordial invitation. And look at this. We gain reputation up to our negotiate skill with a local faction if we execute a trade over 5,000. I mean, it's so cool. Just so many great things here that he can spec into, so why not? You should name your most sadistic gang member Alex the Large. We'll see about that. Imagine when components are detonating, that's never a good thing. But hopefully we can get over that. And like I said, we have to make 2 different jumps, guys, just to get to this mission. So I think we're doing quite a lot for this Emperor. He better be damn happy with us, man. Some major amount of work on our end. And actually, he's not an Emperor, excuse me. He is a Prince. Maybe he will be Emperor, though, soon. We're not sure. All right, we're in Ironforge Abyss, and I actually know this faction, Clan... Oh, no, this is Clan Moklame. Why does it have the same flag? Doesn't make any sense. All right, well, let's keep going. Because before that flag was of a different faction, a much more dangerous faction, the Syndicate. Look at how far this place is, and we're almost out of fuel. As soon as we make it to that city, we can refuel, but... we're actually losing morale because we don't have enough fuel. So here we go. Let's land first of all. Busy starport. We have to stay alert. There are many ways to reduce the chance that a valuable crew member will desert. Both Quartermaster and Zealot jobs have talents that outright prevent desertion. As you can see, somebody already left the crew. That's pretty standard in this game. It does happen. What's up, Pixel? It's an extremely intensive management sim, man, but a really fun one. I think we want to get a... Don't we have a single mechanic? Really? A little surprising that we do not have a mechanic on board. I guess we'll take the E-Tech. We can also level up another character. We'll find it later. We've already leveled up most of our important characters. repair, and let's get the medic to deal with that, and let's, of course, do the return shipping. So, obviously, the Clan Maclame dignitaries are waiting for us on the Mobius loop with the transport case. We could meet them in a smoky spiced inn, where we have like a quick and efficient meeting and everything goes fairly well, or we could schedule a stately meeting, and this will actually gain us some respect. I think this is the best way to do it. It's going to take extra time, but we're actually scheduling the meeting. It's also easier to get ambushed, though. That being said, we did get the transport case. We want to continue here, and I might even try to buy some cargo that we can maybe sell. Legal with permit. I do believe we have that B-class permit. Let's hope that I'm right, because we're going to buy a bunch of luxury clothing. And guys, I'm really hoping we can sell it later. Of course, what we want to do now is head right back to that last waypoint and head back home, essentially. There's no drugged milk as far as I know, Alex, but there's got to be drugs in the game because you're a smuggler and there's all sorts of really, really dangerous things you could smuggle, including very dangerous weapons. So I'm sure drugs are probably part of that. But of course, we're trying to play as kind of a merchant here. I don't want to say be the good guys. We might end up smuggling ourselves, but for now, we're playing it pretty safe. Okay, pirate ship, not good. So let's take a look here. I want to take a look at the ship report. 1,500 or 1,600 hull points. We have 1,400 hull points. Now, they're independent. So let's see if we can retreat. And it's a mutual withdrawal, so we got very lucky there. I don't necessarily want to get in a fight if I don't have to. We can try to avoid them. It's always a better idea, I think. Okay, let's jump into the hyper-warp. We got to get some fuel, so we might have to stop off at a sort of a trading center first. Yeah, so let's go to this city first, guys. Actually, we're already there. We might as well just go. We're going to lose a little bit of morale, but we'll be able to refuel once we're here, and we're going to be gaining a lot of respect with the prince, I believe. Let's land. And we are going to do public spectacle. We want to arrange an official meeting at the palace with our allies to deliver the transport case with more pomp and circumstance. The palace visit would be a reputation booster. And again, we do want to increase our reputation. So, there we go. If we were raiders or something like that, it probably wouldn't be as important, but here it is. And we got 35,000 for that. Not bad at all. Let's see if we could sell that cargo and make a profit. Oh, we'd actually lose money. So, let's hold on to the luxury clothing for now, guys. And we'll go to the prince once again for another court mission. We're headed out to pick up a sealed crate. So once again, similar thing here. I will absolutely accept. I don't know why we couldn't take that. Oh, wait a second. Okay, we're committed to 2 missions. Derp. Apologies. Let's see if we can get the full trader upgrade. Nice. I also want to move my way up the military rank, guys. So I am going to go ahead and purchase some of these military ranks. Right now we're just a recruit, but it's a start. And we can discuss further work with the prince here, which I think is part of the story narrative. Hello, Wavell. He says this game reminds me of the original Elite, only with better graphics. Oh, or the original Elite. Okay. I was about to say, wait a minute. And look, I'm not knocking the game for not having good graphics. I could care less. For me, the most important thing is gameplay, and this has tons of gameplay. Yeah, we'll definitely go ahead, refuel, repair, even send some guys to the spice hall. We have a ton of crew, guys. See, since we decided to take a rather large merchant vessel, it complicates things just a bit for us. We have a lot more men to deal with. And as you can see, 30,000 credits. That's no good, man. We've got to head out of here. If you look over here on this lower right side, you can also get a lot of information, guys, just in general. Let's increase her quartermaster job. Every single one of these crew members improves our ship in one way or another. and they all have their own personalities. They all have their own, desires, etc. Give your crew space meth to fight space Russians, says Alex the Large. There's an idea. Might not be able to get both of these missions, so I might have made a mistake, but we're going to try to navigate here anyway and pick up that package. Oh boy, merchant ship. Okay, hey, it's not one of our merchant ships, but we're just going to acknowledge with a hailing salute and continue. As long as they're not a pirate or anything like that, we should be okay. Mysterious illness has sickened the crew. Oh, that's not good. All sorts of crazy things can happen in this game, and that's part of the reason I love it. There's also an expedition haven area where we could try and look for resources, guys. So again, a potential place for us to make some more cash. All right, let's see if we can make... Yes, we can actually make a profit, guys, with the luxury clothing. We're going to sell it. It's perfect. I think that's the first time we actually made a profit doing anything related to being merchants. And I'm going to go ahead and do the return to shipping. In this case, I'm going to do it over the spice plate just because we want to try and complete that second mission in time. So our hosts were liberal with the spice, and 2 crew have gained plus 10 morale for their generosity. And I'm sure the spice, who knows? That's probably a drug by itself. It sounds like spice or moon sugar or something like that. Our mission is not yet complete. Now we must deliver a package. Fair enough. Let's get that waypoint. And let's head out of here. I'd love to take a look at the wilderness here, but we just don't have time. Let's head to that location. We definitely want to go ahead and increase the guns on this ship. I just, that's definitely something I need to learn first. Dave User says, he who controls the spice controls the universe. Indeed. Okay, so we'll get in the Adoro zone here. And there we go. We'll return it. And in this case, we're once again going to do it over the spice plate just so we can complete the next mission very quickly. 16.3, not a lot of money, but enough to keep us happy, right? And right now, everybody's happy. Let's see how much a new ship would cost. I'm just curious. So 340,000, 190,000. Yeah, some pretty expensive stuff here. Although all these ships, like the Corsair Interceptor, these probably have much better guns on them. Again, I think we should just focus on improving what we've got. So maybe the Cloud Strike lens. Oh, nice. Here we go. These are more expensive missile batteries. The Tri-Cast missile battery. Yeah, I think I'm going to get the Tri-Cast here. Let's purchase it. It's going to be expensive, but guys, I sure hope it helps us. All right, let's navigate to the next location. Hopefully we have some pirates attack us, because I want to try out this new weapon. Pixel wants us to show the most expensive one. Maybe we will soon. Maybe. All right, military officer. And yeah, absolutely we'll acknowledge and continue. It's a friendly military officer. There's no reason for us to get nasty with him at all. All right, let's land in Ecumenia City. And we've actually got a spice trader here. Offers smuggler missions, trade permits, buy intel, and discounted spice. I like that. We can actually sell intel to him if we discover it, which we can get by spying on certain locations, like these planets and, even, politicians that we like. And in this case, I will do it with deserved pomp. It's going to increase our reputation. I want to get some fuel. And I want to talk to this spice trader. So this would just reduce the cost of actual relaxing activities like going to the spice bar and things like that. I'm not really concerned with that, but he's got some interesting missions too. So, trade ban. Clan Muklamu and Cedar Syndicate are arresting for economic dominance by using trade bans against each other. Judicial Council of Trey Ambrose. These missions will assist and increase the influence of my ally and friend. Let's see the Entertainer mission. For Joffrey Mucklamer, the data flowing in and out of Devalto Syndicate world of Devon's Landing is of great interest. We are to escort the professional codebreaker Ogi into the Devon's Landing orbit and spy there until Ogi has finished her magic. That's so cool. So, definitely something we want to do. But I think right now we just want to complete our current mission and return the shipping. That being said, it's definitely something we are going to focus on afterwards. I like these smugglers. They have money for me, and that always makes me happy. Hello, Mistigan. Good to see you. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, my friends. I might try to spy, just to kind of see how that works. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Slipping through the void, a Devalto smuggler suddenly appears on our scanners. They are moving quickly with the south to dodge patrols. Okay, we can actually fight a smuggler ship here. Let's take a look at their hull points. They only have 100 more hull points than us, and I really want to fight them. I'm gonna fight. This might be crazy, but you know what? We've got to learn somehow. Let's use this brand new missile that we got. And we'll select, actually, I want to select this right here, the Unrivaled patch. Actually, we don't need that, sorry. I mistook that for something else that actually deals damage. Come on. Yeah, that wasn't as good as I thought it would be. I was hoping we weren't going to have to board this thing, but we definitely might have to. And I don't know why this isn't working the way I wanted it to. The missile battery level 6 missile system. Maybe that's just the way it looks. It doesn't look very scary at all. Let's just fire our standard level 2 railgun. And we'll actually do this sort of strafing fire, which is very effective at damaging enemy ships. Nice. Come on, you can do it, boys!